Hi, Stacy with Bluebird Paper and Thread. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is Saturday, January 27th, and it's a warm one here in Southern California. We are having a little bit of a heat wave. It's supposed to be about 80 today or 80 tomorrow, high 70s, mid to high 70s until Friday. No, I think until Tuesday or Wednesday when it drops down to the low 60s, and by Friday and next Saturday we're into the 50s. This is how our January goes. We get usually one really rainy weekend and one really warm weekend, and it's just enough warmth to make you want to leave winter behind and embrace spring and get ready for summer. But no, we've got a long way to go. So I was outside a little bit today. I'll be outside a little bit tomorrow just to enjoy the sun and the warmth, do a little gardening, what I can that the dog hasn't destroyed. Right now the dog is laying in my room chewing on a toy. Hopefully he will stay there and be a good boy. We shall see. This week we had our final class with walking on a lead, and it went much better this week than it did last week. Much better. He did bark at the other dogs. He did get out of control a little bit, but I was able to get him back under control fairly quickly. And then our kind of like final test was she sent us out into the parking lot. I don't want to say at different corners, but walk separately. And we take the class at the SPCA, and so they've got dogs in kennels barking, and they had an agility class going, and then there's the grass with all the smells, and not a lot of cars in the parking lot. So that was good, but a lot of distractions. And she wanted to see if we could put what we've learned the last 4 weeks into practice. And she came over to me and she's like, okay, we're gonna go back inside. She goes, and I'm sorry I didn't spend very much one-on-one time with you, but he walks really well on a leash. And I'm like, he really does walk really well on a leash. It's just he pulls. We get to a certain point in our walk and he starts pulling, and that's what I was trying to get help with. So I think I have the tools, and I think we can move forward with that. This week was a little bit tougher because I had to be at work at 6:30 3 days this week. Thursday wound up being an 11-hour day, which I was not happy about. But I took off a couple hours. I went in a couple hours late on Friday to make up for it, and that helped. So he didn't get walks 3 days a week. He was a little rambunctious in the evening. I had gone out and picked up something that he had gotten he shouldn't have had. And then a little while later, my husband's like, he's got something, your dog, you better go get it. And so I got up and I looked and I started busting up, and I just looked at him and I'm like, we need a new hose anyways, right? And he just blank look on his face. The dog had the nozzle, which I really do think we needed to replace, and about this much of the hose. And so that was fun. So now we have a hose on the spigot that doesn't have a way to control the water. And then this morning I was in the restroom and I hear what sounds like water turning on, and I'm like, not coming from the backyard. So when I was able to, I got up and I went out, and sure enough, water was running out of the broken hose and all. So I was panicked a little bit. I took a video. I may attach it at the end. We'll see. And my husband looked at it and he's like, that dog's worse than our other dog. We had a dog years ago who she really was untrainable, and my youngest was in kindergarten, my oldest was in 3rd grade. We already had 2 dogs and 2 cats, and she kept going and pulling the phone lines out of the house from the yard. So we did finally have to move her into a shelter, but she was a puppy and she was adorable, so I'm sure she got adopted back out. But he's like, it's just like Mitzi all over again. I'm like, it's not like Mitzi. Actually, he's not. He's just bored, and he needs a little bit more attention, I think, is the key. So hopefully with me being out here, I ordered 2 additional toys to come with his bark box this week because all of our toys are destroyed. So we have the bark box coming for February, and in that bark box will be 2 more toys that should keep him occupied for a while. So we should be okay. I think it'll be fine. The trainer gave me a really nice compliment. It was just me and her in the room before class started because we got there a little bit early, and I was just giving her a little bit of background on him and where he came from, and you know what the first 6 months of his life were like. And she said, she started to say something, then she stopped herself, and she kind of said, I never really say this to people, but he is a really nice dog. So that made me feel a little bit better. And I don't think she was just saying that. I think she meant it. And he does have potential. We just got to wait for him to grow up and keep working with him while he's growing up, and it'll all be fine. So anyways, this week I have a new start, and I worked on 4 whips. I have a tiny bit of haul, and at the end of the video we will announce the winners of the giveaway from video number 60, which was the 1,000 subscriber party and giveaway. Let me start with the new start because that has a little bit of haul. Teresa Kogut, in her Patreon group, she does a mystery sal. I think she said she wanted to do them twice a year. So Simple Life, which I showed a video or 2 ago, is one of them, and that's from this past year. And then she just started another one, Hometown, and Hometown is going to be narrow and long, and it's going to be vertical, not horizontal. And this is the first release. And she asked her Patreon group, it's only for her Patreon people, and it's free. And she asked her Patreon group if we wanted to stitch it over 15 months or 24 months. And I guess the majority was 24 months. So we're going to stitch this over 24 months. She used 40 count Up in the Attic by Fox and Rabbit linen. So I, of course, ordered it straight from Fox and Rabbit. A lot of places are out of it. So if you like this linen, you might want to reach out to Fox and Rabbit. They did a special dye run just for Teresa to get, so that her Patreon members could have some. So we had a limited time to place our order with them. It actually came from Australia, and it came pretty quickly. Called for colors are all DMC, although she did say that she might switch out some of the DMCs for over dyed. So we'll see what she does. But this is the DMCs, and I love these colors. They're so pretty. And the fabric came last night, so I started it last night. And you can tell from the photo, it's part of a building, a tree, a couple of birds. I'm gonna think that that's like a railroad track, maybe, and maybe a little bit of a road, and then it looks like a deer, the top of a deer. So I started stitching, and I did this in just a few hours. And that's how far I got. I got the first bird almost done. The tree is almost done. We'll see if I pick this up tonight. I can start on the house next, and once I get that house done, the rest of it should be pretty easy peasy. I'm stitching this with one thread over 2 linen threads. So I love it. I think it's turning out so nicely, and it's just the first motif. And this is the fabric. So it'll be long like this. And I have a frame here. It might be too long for the frame. We'll see. I'm hoping that a frame that I have here will work for this, but we'll see. It might not. So if you're interested in stitching this, you can join her Patreon group. The chart is free. But what she's going to do is only the current month is free. When the next month releases, she'll be charging $1 for the former page. So in February, you'll get page 2 for free, but if you want page 1, you'll have to pay $1. And then March, you can get March for free if you're brand new, and then you'll pay $2 for January and February. So if you really are interested, I would suggest going now and subscribing if you haven't done so already, and download the pattern. So it'll be free for the current month, prior months. Oh, and this is for tier 4. So it is the more expensive tier, but it's $20 a month. And can I tell you though, it is worth every penny in my opinion. Will I always be a member? I don't know. Sometimes I have to draw the line and take a break from subscription things. Right now though, I'm loving it. We get 3 charts free every year, and then we have an opportunity to buy a 4th one, which is ornament size, for $5 every month. Not every year, every month. So that in and of itself is worth it to me. They're really fun charts, and I right now I'm finding huge value in the tier 4, which is her highest price tier. Next, I put in quite a bit of time in the Valentine's Day Quaker by Primrose Cottage. A lot of people are stitching this. I think Nicole Spohr is doing a stitch along. I am stitching this on 40 count blush Newcastle linen, and I'm using the called for floss, which is Classic Colorworks Ripe Melon. And oh my goodness, it's coming along. I am loving it. And I did have a mistake. So I had to move away from that side and go to the other side to stitch something different. Right here, those X's are 1 stitch too short. If you look, you can't see it on the pattern. On the pattern, the top X is a V, and the bottom of the X is an inverted V. So in the center, there should be 2 stitches, one on top of each other, and I didn't do that. And somewhere in here, I got off by a stitch, maybe 2. I haven't found it yet, and I'm not going to rip it out. I may rip these out, but I had to give it a break and stitch something else so that when I stitch everything else and I get back over into this corner, I can decide, do I need to take it out and restitch it? My goal is to try to get this done actually this week, so that I can make it into a finish for Valentine's Day. I love it. It is such a fun stitch. And it looks so pretty. It's hard to tell, but it looks so pretty on the pale pink with this melon color. If you hear that noise, he's chewing on one of his toys. It's just fine. Also, with the dog, I woke up on Tuesday and all of a sudden, chunks of fur shedding, massive shedding, which I'm used to because I've had a shepherd. I've had shepherds before, but yeah, it's a lot. So I need to make his first grooming appointment. Hopefully I can remember to call today because he needs it. Okay. Next, I worked on, and I'm actually really pleased with the progress on this one. I have too many things out. My gosh. Okay, monthly weigh-in February. I'm stitching this on the called for 28 count tea-dyed Monaco. And that's where I'm at. So I finished the scale and then I started working my way up to the jar and the flowers around. So this corner is almost completely done. I just have to enter or stitch the centers of the blue flowers. The jar is done with the exception of adding the cream. And then I just need to do the flowers on the top. And then I can move on to either the top or come down and do the house next. But it's really cute, and I'm really excited to move this one along so that it can go up there. That would be my goal. Using the called for flosses because I got this from Fat Quarter Shop, the subscription, so it just comes to me automatically with the floss. So the only thing I had to purchase separately was the fabric, and I decided to go with the called for. I showed you March. March came in, and April is coming in soon, and they showed that on their channel this morning. Oh, it's so cute. It's bunnies galore. Little dark brown bunnies, and white bunnies, and short bunnies, and tall bunnies, and really, really cute. I'm excited to get that one. Okay, next I put in a little bit of time on stitching seasons winter. I really do need to get this one done because I want it up so I can enjoy it a little bit before the end of the season, which feels like it's already over because it's so warm today, but I need to work this through. This was a club through Fat Quarter Shop. You got the bag and you got the zipper pull, the called for flosses, the fabric, which is 28 count even weave, thin white pine board by Fabric Flair. You got the finishing fabric, of course the chart, and then a little card that tells you everything that comes in the kit and the value. Also instructions for finishing and SKU numbers for purchasing the pieces so you can finish it like this. I'm finishing mine on Chantel's 141 Design Company boards, and they're all different and finished, different finishes on the boards, and I think they all look really, really good with each of the stitched pieces. But this is how far I got. So I finished filling in the roof line and the snowman here. And then I did the dark for the roof there, and I added the blue here and the blue in here. So I've almost got the roofs done. Hey, don't swallow that. Give me. Oh, hold on. Come back here. Here. Oh, you. Oh, I don't want you chewing that. Did you eat it? Tough chew toys last about a month through BarkBox. Super chewer toys. Anyways, it's gonna be really, really cute. So I'm happy to be moving that along. I just have the body of the houses, December, January, and February words to do, and then the winter, and then finish off the snowmen and what's underneath, in between the snowmen and winter, and it'll be good. It's still a lot of stitching, but I was really happy I got this far I think it was a morning and a night that I stitched on this. And when I say morning, I mean like half an hour, 45 minutes, and then a few hours in the evening. It'll be really nice to have this one done. Then that series will be completely done and fully finished, and I'll be very happy. In fact, with the weather being so nice, I probably should spray paint that board and get it ready to go. I know exactly what I want to do with it, and I want the board to be black for that finish. So maybe I should do that today. I'll have to think about that. It's hard when there's so much fur flying around. I don't want to do wet paint. But okay, land that I love. This got a ton of attention over the weekend, last weekend. I really wanted to finish this section and start working my way into the middle, and that's pretty much what I did. I'm using the called for colors, DMC, some Classic Colorworks, and some Weeks Dye Works. I'm stitching this on 40 count Vintage Country Mocha, 1/2. Oh, it's so pretty. And this is where I'm at. So I was able to finish this and start up here. I think everything is done and through here. So I just need to finish this and keep moving up. But I wanted to bring the band across, so I started working on that band. And then we'll do the strawberries and the tree. And then we will be more than halfway done. When that section's done, we'll be more than halfway done. And then I can do the fun things. I started with the things I knew that would be laborious. Even though I love the houses, I knew I would not like stitching them. So that took a really long time, like a year, for me to get through that. Everything else, even though the border is a lot of repetition, this is a lot of repetition. It has enough interest in it, and it adds such a nice feeling to the piece that I think I'm going to really enjoy it. And then up here with the different motifs, I'm just so excited. And that eagle, I know some people are like, ooh, I had to stitch that eagle and it was a pain. I'm like, yay, I get to stitch the eagle. I just think it looks so cool. So that's where I'm at. So pleased that I'm making progress. And it took all weekend to get there, but I got there. So I feel like it's not just sitting and, it's not literally gathering dust, but, gathering dust. Okay, that was it for stitching. I was watching Primrose Cottages on YouTube, and I was looking at their display in the back of their video behind them, and I realized I don't have very many smalls for the springtime holidays. That would be Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter. I have a few, but not a whole lot. So I wanted to pick up some small pieces that might not get done this year, but if I keep them in mind, they could get done by next year. So I went online and I ordered these 3 that could be downloaded, and I ordered something else. I ordered a fabric bundle in greens, really soft, kind of a mix between a sage green and a grass green. I don't even know what color that would, like maybe like a juniper color, but lighter, a light juniper. I ordered a fat quarter bundle with that color, cream and the green, because I thought, oh, that would be really cute for spring and St. Patrick's Day finishes. And I ordered another chart that I wanted delivered. I can't remember. But these are downloads. So I did the April 9 patch. I've been looking at this 9 patch for forever. And I finally just decided, start purchasing them, start working them up. It'll be fine. So this one, April. There's March. And February. And I'm gonna have to pause you. Sorry about that. He's destroying his one toy that he loves, and he was chewing on chunks of hard plastic, so I wanted to make sure that I got those away from him before he swallowed them, and it cost me thousands of dollars at the vet bill. Anyway, so I got the Valentine 9 patch. Just really sweet. What I ordered a week ago, and I don't think I showed these, so I ordered it like a week or 2 ago. I ordered this, and I really like the way it's finished, so I will be doing something similar, as well as another Christmas one. I just thought it was really sweet and cute, so ordered those. And then Elaine from Annabella's sent out her newsletter and did her video, and Brenda Gervais has 3 new charts coming out for spring, so I ordered those. Now they will probably not come in time for me to stitch for Easter. One says hello spring, the other one is Grandma's Candy Dish, so it's like I think an Easter spring piece with like a candy dish that looks like one of those milk glass candy dishes. And then the other one is a bunny with things coming off the top of his head. So I think like they had a snowman, like maybe a mug. I don't know. It's horrible. So those will be here when they get here. I also ordered, she has a pattern that she designed, she and or her daughter designed, and it is a two birds that are kind of loving up on each other, and the colors in the birds are so springy and so pretty. I thought, and I kept looking at it thinking, oh, that's so cute and so pretty, but I didn't want to stitch February. So I thought, you know what, Stacy, you don't have to. You can just stitch what you want out of the pattern. So I ordered that as well. And I got a fat quarter bundle from her, from the fabric line. I think it's Strawberry Lemonade. So I did a fat quarter bundle of that. So, pinks and whites. I don't think there's any yellow. I think it's mostly pinks, whites, and reds. So I ordered that. So those will be coming. And I think I did another order, and I can't remember what it was, but basically, I know I said I wasn't going to buy any new stuff until Nashville Needlework Market, and then kind of be done and work from my stash this year as much as I can. And I've already failed miserably, but I spent Christmas money. So what I got for Christmas dollar-wise and money, I basically spent. So I figured I'm still on track. That was a gift. So I'm feeling okay about that. Those two purchases. So when they come in, I'll show you, of course. Okay, I think that's it for that. Let me grab our giveaways. Okay, so what I'll do is I drew the names today. Thank you to everybody who commented and answered the question. My question was, what do you like to stitch? And there were a lot of different answers, from seasonal, just plain I like seasonal, or I like samplers, or I like religious. There were some people that gave me names of designers, names of like series, like chart series, like Polar Plunge, or Freezing Season, that kind of a thing. But it was really fun to read the comments. I'm glad that a lot of you commented, well, a few of you commented on my dog and the stories, and how it made you laugh. And so I'm glad you enjoyed that. And I'm sure I'll continue to chat about him as we go through the next, through his life, really. He's being so good. I'm like, have we crossed a threshold? So thank you. I really do appreciate you taking the time to answer the question and comment. It's fun to engage with you all at that level. So thank you. Okay, giveaway. I had 10 things that I was giving away. And we're just going to start. And what I'll do is I will put your YouTube handle on the screen. So if you see your name, please email me. My email will be listed. It is listed in the description box below. Please email me your address, and as soon as I can, I will get these out to you. I am not sure if they will get out this week. It may very well be next week. But I will get them out to you as soon as I possibly can. So number 1 was Hands-On Design, All is Bright. And this one is going to Pat Hansen 4368. I think you've won from me before. Not sure, Pat. So congratulations. Number 2 is the Makeup Bag Set. And this is going to at Connie Supranet 3961, CONNIESUPRENANT 3961. Again, should be flashing up on the screen. Number 3. I believe was these. I will double check, you know, on my listing what it was, because if they got shifted in the basket, you will get what was advertised in video number 60. But I believe that this is number 3, and it's going to go to Renee Wolford, 3720. Congratulations. Uh-oh. Oh, hold on. Took it out of the basket and it fell. Now I don't know what goes with what. Okay, number 4 is the Snowman 2023 chart, a package of needles and a needle minder. And this is going to, Brenda Oberly, 2001. I'm realizing I did not do a very good job of writing. Number 5 is the chart Sweet Petites by Little House Needleworks, and that is going to Patty Nell, 957. Patty Nell, 957. Number 6 is Hands-On Design Christmas Eve. Really pretty ornament. It was very hard for me to give this one away. This is going to Judy Stitches. Number 7 is, I believe it's the bird needle minder, the fairy floss fairy wand, and the highlighter tape. And number 7 goes to Karen Monson, 9534, I believe. Number 8, We Santa 2022, brand new chart with the beads. And this is going to Deborah Quilts, 8030. Number 9 is the Truckin' Along January by Stitching with the Housewives, and this is going to, I might say this wrong, Amy Swihart, 7283, AMYSWIHART, 7283. And number 10 is the Christmas Quaker, and this is going to Char J 57, CHARJ 57. So congratulations, everybody. Again, email me so I can get these packaged up and out in the mail in the next week or 2. And thank you for playing. It makes my heart happy. If you're new to my channel and you've made it through to the end, thank you so much. I hope you liked the video and that you'll take a moment to hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. I do love to read the comments. Please, if you've returning, welcome back. I do appreciate you. And if you're a brand new subscriber who hasn't been here very long, welcome. I'm glad you found me, and I'm glad that you liked what you saw enough to subscribe. I do appreciate it. That is it for me. I'm going to spend the rest of the day crafting and enjoying my sunshine while I have it and the warmth while I have it. I hope you guys are thawing out in different parts of the country that had, their little deep freeze this past week, and that you're able to get out of the house as well. Be safe. Have a good time this weekend. And until next time, happy stitching. Bye. What did you do? Oh my goodness. Stay down. Stay down. What did you do? Oh, Gunner. You... What did you do? Oh no. Your daddy's gonna be so upset. What did you do? Oh gosh. What did you do? What did you do, handsome boy? Come here. Sit. Gunner. Come here. Come sit here. Come here. Come here. Hi. Come say, Daddy, I'm sorry. Say, Gunner. Gunner. No, no, no. Sit. You can get it in a second. Sit. Hey. Say, I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry, Daddy.